this is to all the artists out there, because I have a lot of artists, people that make art of different kinds, whether it be painting, drawing, or even music, that contact me and want help and advice on how to get their art out there and ultimately how to make money with their art. And that's what I want to answer is this. Listen, if you're not wanting to make money with your art, skip this video. This isn't going to be for you, and it's probably going to offend you anyways. For everybody else, one of the biggest things is grow in your skill. Constantly increase your skill set in your art. The other thing is that if you want to make money with your art, you're going to have to, A, stop worrying about other people's opinions, stop worrying about people even saying that you're a sellout, and start doing what people are actually wanting you to do, that are wanting to buy from you. You're going to have to take some jobs and do things that people are willing to pay for that may not be what you want to do, quote unquote, but they're able to pay the bills and they're able for you to grow in your reputation as an artist. Oftentimes we have to do what we don't want to do to get our name out there. And if it pays the bills at the same time, I think that's a win-win for everybody. You can have passion projects on the side that you do while you're doing those projects that pay you. And maybe that could be putting something out there. Like I knew an artist that was making six figures that did dog paintings, that goes and does graphics design, that goes and does these different types of things. Their art is over here, but they're doing these other things to pay the bills with their skill set. And so think about that. What can you do with your skill set as an artist to get paid? The other thing is the way that your art gets value is by demand and exclusivity, supply and demand. How exclusive is access to you? How exclusive is your artwork? If you're just putting everything out there and you're just trying to get validation from people, your value is very low. That's essentially like somebody posting themselves naked on social media all the time, not charging for it, and then wondering why people are not treating them with respect. To be honest, it's because you're putting yourself out there too much. I know that sounds very brash and kind of like a extreme example, but that's what it's like by putting all of your art out there just to get likes and comments and get people to like you. That doesn't pay the bills. The likes and comments don't pay the bills, okay? And so you want to keep your passion projects very exclusive and don't just show the whole project to people. Keep some mystery behind it. Really, truly. Don't just put it out there. You're not just putting it out there to get likes from people. You're not just putting yourself out there to get recognized by people, to be validated. And if that's why you're doing it, is for validation, to flex, to get validated, then you need to work on your personal development, your reasons why you're doing your art, and really focus on that as well. Nobody wants to work with somebody who's depressed all the time, who's complaining, who has an attitude, who has a bad attitude. The artists that I know that make the most amount of money, they know how to check their ego, they know how to not have their emotions out there in every single interaction. I know that art comes from an emotional place, but they know how to compartmentalize their emotions. And so for you to go from an artist that just has skill to one that's in demand and one that people want to hire and one that people want to spend money with for your art, you're going to have to grow personally. You're going to have to grow in your ability of self-promotion. And I know that might make you feel uncomfortable, but you're going to have to put yourself out there consistently. At the same time, not just giving away everything for free to get recognized and validated, but instead holding back what you're doing so that your value grows. How do some artists get paid millions of dollars for their art and others don't? It's the demand multiplied by the exclusivity, okay? And so that's one of the biggest things as well. Let's say you're in music. Yes, you got to put yourself out there and show some samples to stuff. But again, don't give everything away for free. Make people go subscribe and listen to you on Spotify or buy your album or create maybe a merch package with your album, different things like that you can offer to make money when you're in the beginning. Now, if you're somebody that has clout, you have recognition, you've been putting in the work for 20, 30 years. I have artists as well that I know that have been doing it for 20, 30 years. They launched something and it's successful. But they did that work. Have you done that work yet? Have you been putting in consistently every single day for 25 years to be at that level? Then don't complain that you're not selling at that level. Don't complain and be like, man, why do some people that and why do this? Well, are you doing what those some people are doing? Well, no, I'm not. Great. Why not? Well, I don't want to be like that. Well, great. Then you've already chosen to not go to that level with that attitude. So you got to sometimes check yourself, especially as an artist. What are you willing to do? What are you willing to show up and do? Sometimes you're going to have to do what you don't want to do to make some money. And for the rest of everybody else that's out there, I'm sorry, but keep making your art. Do it for you. You're not going to make money at it if you're not willing to sometimes put your ego on check a little bit when you show up. There's a balance of it. Putting your ego on check while simultaneously knowing your value and being exclusive. And if you can balance those two with joy, with happiness, with a good self-image, self-promotion, putting yourself out there, promoting yourself and showing people the value that you have, while not just giving all of you for free to make people like you at the same time. Your goal is not to get the likes. Your goal is really to gain some respect. And that starts by self-respect. We show others how to respect us by how we respect ourselves. Now, there's a growing market in NFTs. NFTs are non-fungible tokens, and right now there was a big bubble that's kind of popped over the last month or so in cryptocurrency and NFTs, and so you're not going to make a whole lot of money with those, but I would prepare. I would start to launch and get ready for the next wave of NFTs to go up over the next couple of years, and you'll be ahead of the curve to make money with your art. Start studying now NFTs, and you'll be ready for those things as well. By the way, art is also a tax haven. People spend millions of dollars on art because there are tax benefits to it. And you can even write off commission art if you're a business owner, if it's for your business. And so that's where a lot of business owners will find that. If you can find people that are looking to hire you, find the people that are willing to pay for what you do. Instead of trying to make people like what you do and then complaining that nobody likes it, which I see way too freaking often, whining and complaining and moaning and bitching about what's not going your way as a starving artist, or you put yourself into situations to have conversations with the people that are going to pay you what you want to be paid, and putting yourself into those situations even if it makes you feel uncomfortable. I get it. Most artists are introverts. But you're going to have to learn how to communicate and connect with people on their level, not just about what you want, but giving others what they want and then saying it's going to cost you this much. Knowing your value and asking for how much you want to be paid in the interaction is how you make money as an artist. Hope this helps you. I know this might have definitely offended some artists, friends that I have, and maybe you can go unfollow me. For the rest of you, this is how I truly believe if you are an artist, you can grow and learn to make more money as an artist with what you do